Alright everybody, welcome to MMS live from Talladega. 6.5 minutes remaining. James Weird about to put his Toyota Tundra on the board. Time to beat 54.797 for James Weird. Michael Barksdale. Across the line, Barksdale, 795. Thousandths of a second faster. Justin Millicar across the line to end his lap. 797 ties James Weird. It was Millicar second on the board. Alright, now waiting for a couple more drivers to head out here onto the racetrack, get rolling. Well, not a very big field on deck for a night, just under 5 minutes. William H. Scott, Richard Elliott, Kim McCollum, Elite Race, Stephen Miles, Steve Sizemore, David Flanagan. Among others still to come to try to post a qualifying lap. Aubrey Thompson is in the field tonight. John Ward rolling out into 92 tonight. Trevor Azranoff right behind him. Corey Wright rolling out. Midnight Racing League in attendance. Of course, Justin Millicar sitting right now second on the board. Corey Wright along with him. Thompson, Von Dale, or Azranoff. Well, also, you gotta remember the Jack Shack also with them. So just throw in Azranoff and Millicar. And there you have it. John Ward's on the clock. David Flanagan rolling out now. So Ward across the line. Where is he standing all this? Survey says 788 top of the board for John Ward. Trevor Azranoff. At the line, Azranoff 56.12. Fifth quickest. David Flanagan up next. Flynn get out the line, 782, knocks Ward off the top spot. Corey Wright comes across the line, 3.8 seconds off right. Think electing to stay in the back. 102. Stephen Miles, Carson Freeman up next. Miles, second clear, 787. Carson Freeman crossed the line. He'll seat in 7th with a 54.813. Well, with that being said, David Flanagan on pole for tonight. Alright, warm-up still to come. So with that being said, take a quick step away to be back for the start for MMS, live from Talladega. Warm-ups concluded. The main event. Right now, the starting lineup for tonight's running of MMS on a Sunday night, January 25th edition. David Flanagan, Stephen Miles, John Ward, Michael Barksdale, Justin Millicar, the top 5. Top 6, I should say. Carson Freeman, Trevor Aldernock, Corey Wright were the 9 drivers who posted a lap. Everybody else is determined by iRacing standards. Malik Ray, Nathan Harper, 11th, 10th, and 11th. Joe Herrera rounds out the fast 12 on further back. Aubrey Thompson, Richard Elliott, Sean Corbett, Kevin McCullough, Steve Southmore, Tucker McLennan, William H. Scott, Mark Vondell, Joshua McCullough rounds out the 21 car field. I'm going to say this. You got Aubrey Thompson lining right behind Nathan Harper the last hour. Been between them and the Discord. This ought to be interesting. Well, right now, Jack Shack rolling off here 1st, 5th, 8th, all the way down. Well, it's going to be fun to see. It's fun to watch. Interesting to see the team dynamic. Of course, Dega Pros are in the field tonight. James Waring, Carson Freeman, John Ward, Michael Barksdale, Steve Sizemore. Of course, honorary Dega Pro. You got to imagine Sean Corbett. MMS's own Kevin McCullough's in the field tonight. Richard Elliott. Mark Mondale's in the field along with Joshua McCullough. Aubrey Thompson, I'd have to imagine is either Dega Pro or MMS for tonight. So the field is set. MMS, Jack Shack, Dega Pros, 50 laps to decide it. Josh McCullough, matter of fact, not taking the start tonight. Nonetheless, Flanagan, Miles in the restart zone. We're rolling 50 laps from Talladega. Now back straight away. Here comes Astronaut already getting pushed by Malik Ray. Storming up the outside lane, bringing the one with him. You heard of course 2 1s tonight. Malik Ray, one of them. Beretta in the other one. Astronaut quickly up to the top spot through the tri-oval. At the line, give it to Astronaut. Well, scratch that. Give it now to Malik Ray. They're not hung out to dry. Ray up to the top spot. Miles Flanagan Ward has an offensive back to the top 5. Astronaut has found one of his buddies and teammates, Justin Millicar. Right on board with Justin. Right now, top 6 single file out. Barksdale side by side with Freeman as they work down the back straightaway yet again. Well, you got Barksdale, you got Ware, you got Harper on the outside. Barksdale took it 3 wide, evidently wanting to go ahead and drop to the back. Looks like drivers already in fuel saving mode. Ray continues to lead. Martin Mondale, fast lap of the race, lap 3, 51.881. Mondale all the way back in 19th spot. There's the field. Well, I thought they were single find out. Some drivers opting to come on up, try to get to the front. We got Ware, Harper, Aubrey Thompson up there in the mix. Barksdale, Sizemore, John Ward decides he wants to step out of line and have a little bit of fun. Malik Ray and Miles sees that they're going to jump up to that middle lane. Flanagan left in charge at the bottom momentarily, just like that, 3 wide. Off of turn 4 through the trail, they get it back down to 2. At the line, give it to Ward. Right now, 2 by 2. Malik Ray pulling that outside lane. Got Stephen Malinek to Harper, Aubrey Thompson, Martindale, and Sizemore. Another truck jumped up there. Corey Wright on the bottom. Ward, Ware, Flanagan, Freeman, Justin Millicar, top 5 on the bottom. Right now, with Malik Ray, has been 3 laps so far, 45 laps to go. John Ward and Trevor Astronaut, all have left 1 lap. Everybody else theirs. Right now, Malik Ray right back down to the bottom again. go. Biggest movers and droppers since the start of this race. Right now, in elite race, Nathan Harper up 9 and 8 spots. Thompson up 9. Steve Sizemore up 7. Biggest droppers so far. David Flanagan started on pole. Down 7. Miller Car down 6. And they are your biggest movers and droppers since the start. Well, we got a moment. Your favorite manufacturer right now, Chevrolet, occupies the top 2, followed by the 2 Toyotas are Waring and Flanagan. Nathan Harper, the only Ford in the field for tonight. So your driver's trying to get that third lane working, almost getting off sync. Well, 10 down. That'll be 10 down. 41 to go. 10 down next time by. 40 at the line. Three wide again. Ward going up the middle, bringing Thompson with him. Going right, trying to get caught up to the back bumper. Get right on board a couple drivers, just listen. Right now in the elite race, back out to the top spot. Miles, Harper, Barksdale, and Steve Sizemore, the top 5. Not for long. Waring coming on the bottom lane, bringing Flanagan with him and several others. Azronoff, Miller Car, just to name a few. Beretta coming up as well. Right now, still 3x3. Here comes. Got Ward coming out the middle. bringing Carson Freeman with him and Thompson. Thompson right now stuck on the back bumper of that 92 machine. Don't know if they're going to be. Yes, they will. They are going to leave Freeman out to dry in the middle. Well, right now, as far as it stands, Malik Ray still has dominated the majority of the night. Thus far has led 10 laps out of the 15 that's been ran. The field works down the back straightaway. Well, Malik has led the majority of it. Still a long way to go. 36 to go, and again, we got the wondering pit stops coming up. Well, the field for tonight's 95%, so more than likely it might be a one-stopper. If they can go long enough, might be possibility, might be a two-stop. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe they can go at best 28, 29 laps. So we can see. Right now, Malik Ray, as far as fuel saving goes, and not really saved a whole lot, being at the lead as long as he's being. Well, I think the driver's saving fuel right now. I got to think. A lot of times I think of John Ward, but he has not really been able to save a lot, neither being at the front leading lanes. I think Trevor Asronaut, Justin Millicar, Freeman, McLennan, Steve Sizemore, just to name a few drivers who we have not seen at the front. The majority of the night, Sean Corbett 100 and Kenny McCullough right now riding in the 17th spot. Well, really, McCullough, like I just mentioned, has not really done a whole lot so far tonight. Right now, right by his teammate Richard Elliott, Mark Vondale, 2.1 seconds off. MR MMS's entries for tonight. And of course, it's McCullough type of fashion, right in the back. Don't want to be up there until it actually matters. Big thing, if they get to that green flag pit stop, that's going to determine how this race plays out. Right now, still 2x2 up there at the front for the most part. But they make it to that green flag pit stop, it is going to be, it's really going to dictate who is going to be a contender possibly at the end of this thing. It's not more than 2 pit stops if it is a 2-stop. Goes McLennan up the middle. So far, you ain't seen the field really dive on a pit road yet. I ain't seen them migrate to the bottom right now. PGR pit strategy report as well. Pretty obvious. Everybody yet to come in, but working an 18-lap run as we stand. Tucker McLennan has worked himself up into the 4th spot now. Trying to pull that bottom lane up to the top position. Well, he's got good help behind him in Barksdale, Ward, Thompson. Carson Freeman jumps way up the racetrack, as does Ward. Everybody migrating down to the bottom. Ward says, forget this, bails right back down to the bottom. There you see it, the field migrating down to the bottom, and that's just it. Yes, pit stop slowly approaching. We're about to find out. Either that or they're going to be going into field staving mode. About most of the time whenever they do drop to the bottom. Give or take 5 to 10 laps. Normally. Before we'll start seeing them down. 30 to go. If they can go that long. Hope to be able to make it on just one stop. Well, never mind, scratch that. Here comes the field, 20 laps in. The majority of them, Astronaut, Millicar, Herrera, Flanagan, all stay out. Everybody else get cleanly on the pit road. Oh, Barksdale gets turned in the pits. Jesus. I don't think he's going to be able to service the truck. Well, he might be able to service it like that. Field already rolling down. Harper's going to win the race off of pit road. $29 to go. Here comes Astronaut, Flanagan, Millicar, and Herrera. They'll get it rolled down. So 29 to go. That was a 20 lap run. 21 for Flanagan, Astronaut, Millicar, Herrera. 29 to go. So yeah, they're going. That's going to be a 2-stopper. Steve Sizemore, black flag. Corey Wright, Michael Barksdale, Mark Vondale as well in the pits. Right there, the pit stops. Nathan Harper, your leader, Malik Ray, Stephen Miles, John Ward, Aubrey Thompson, your top 5. Trevor Astronaut, Joe Herrera. Trying to get Millicar, Tucker McLennan, and Kenny McCullough to line up with them. Well, they got it. So that 5 truck That 5 truck train will, if they can stay straight and be precise about it, they will be able to catch up and make this a 10-truck battle all the way up to the next round of green flag pit stops. Well, either they couldn't make it on the fuel and they got to stop it, or they got into the window to where they can make it barely. Caution pending. Well, caution, and they'll definitely make it. Well, right now at the front of the field, there's still Nathan Harper, Mark Vondell actually latches on to the back of this group to make it a 6-truck train now on the bottom, so that will hurt. More than likely to hurt Azronoth and the other 5-truck pack that's now about 3.8 back. We'll have to wait and see. Well, right now, well, 24 to go. Chances are, there'll be another green flag pit stop right now. Either that or they're going to barely make it. I had to wait and see. Well, you'll know once they start going half throttle to 3/4 if they're trying to save just enough. Right now, even further back. Oh, Azronoth, like I said, that gap was going to drop. It was 3.8 back to 4.3. Field spread out, not many times we get to it through the field. So right now, first pack, Nathan Harper, Malik Ray, Stephen Miles, John Ward, Aubrey Thompson. This is the top 5. On further back, already have mentioned them several times. We'll do it one more time. Trevor Azronoth, Joe Beretta, Justin Millicard, Tucker McClennan, Kenna McCullough. That's your top 10. Mark Vondell directly in front of them right now, 17th, 1 lap down. Even further back, Sean Corbett, David Flanagan, and Carson Freeman. That was 11th, 12th, and 13th. Richard Elliott, James Warren, William H. Scott, 14th, 15th, and 16th. Of course, Mark Vondell, the first car 1 lap down, is 17th. Michael Barksdale right now, 18th, all by himself, 1 lap down. Steve Sizemore still in the pits and evidently done for tonight. Corey Wright in the garage, officially out of the race. He'll come home in 20th. Great aerial look at this 2.66 mile facility that is home to MMS just about every night of the week. And with 21 to go, Nathan Harper continues to lead at Talladega. Michael Barksdale about to go 2 laps down. Well, right now, this appears to be the 5. Granted, if they can get on and off pit road again, or make it, one of the two. But if they can get on and off pit road if they got a pit. It'll be between these 5, I feel like, who will decide how this race runs. So Barksdale now goes 1 lap down. If lead Mark Vondell maybe latched on. He is. So Vondell latched on to the back of this 5-car train, so we're going to see Vondell can keep going. Michael Barksdale, fast lap of the race, lap 31, 51, 6, 7, 8. The only bad thing is now Barksdale's 2 down. Chances of getting the laps back about 3 cautions, as long as he's not involved in it and nobody else goes a lap down. So I had to say the chances of Barksdale being able to win this race pretty much dashed for now. Right now, 15 to go for Nathan Harper. Ryan Scott in the pits. Driver to one. One on the ticker at least. In the pits, possible service. Getting tires. 14 to go, and the driver's working 16 laps on this stint, so it will definitely be a two-stop race. And again, for the top five, it's got to be absolutely critical. It's got to be a perfect pit stop, no doubt about it, if, ands, or buts. To go for Harper. Don't mean nothing right now. Right now, Azronoth, Beretta, Millicar, all them, they're all out of this. Richard Elliott in the pits this time. Throw James Waring into the mix as well. Stay out again. Waring's still in the pits. Elliott's kind of gone, so evidently Waring either calling it a night. Nope, Waring back out onto the racetrack, 2 down though. Here comes the leaders. And everybody's going to get on the pit road pretty good. Azronoth and others will stay out. Nope, Corbett Freeman. David Wang in 1.6 stays out. All right, Azronoth, Beretta, Millicar. Stay out a little bit more. Tucker McClendon, McCullough with him as well. Mark Mondale. All right, here comes Astronaut. Here comes Millicor, Herrera. Mark Mondale with him as well. David Flanagan in. Question is now, can they beat Malik Ray, Harper, Miles, Ward, Thompson? Well, if we look at the track map, no question about it. They're not going to be able to. When it's all said and done, 7 to go. Malik Ray, Harper, Miles, Ward, Thompson. Left to settle it. Six to go. Four to go for Malik Ray. Right now, Millicor, Azronoff, Beretta, all 11 seconds back. It's pretty much just been made official. These are going to be the 5 drivers unless there's a caution. Knock on wood. Right now, Richard Elliott about to go 1 lap down. He'll join Mark Mondale, William H. Scott, and James Ware. Michael Barksdale 2 down and 18th. That'll be more like where he finishes out tonight. Sizemore, Corey Wright done for the night. And right now it is Malik Ray, Nathan Harper, Stephen Miles, Ward, Thompson left to settle it. Well, Millicart and Astronaut and Beretta coming. 9.3 back was 11 a couple laps ago, but I just do not think you can cover 8 seconds in 3 laps. Two to go from Elite Ray. Well, I think Harper will step out. Probably not. Miles unsure. Will Ward and Thompson have something to say about it? I think Thompson's trying to latch on to Richard Elliott. They're not lose that draft. White flag. 1 to go from Elite Ray. Ward trying to build a run. Thompson can just get to him. Merlite Ray down to the bottom again. Harper follows him. Into turn 3 for the final time. Harper almost contact with Malik Ray. Through the travel for the final time. Ward to the bottom. Harper down to cover it. Ward pushing Harper dead sideways. Malik Ray contact does not matter. Malik Ray takes that Talladega. Waited all race to tear the trucks up. Ray, Harper, Ward, everybody else junking them in the middle. At the end, Astronaut piles in. I think Malik Ray going to be doing that burnout. Well, Ward gave it everything you had. Take a look at the finish. I mean, hell, just another classic MMS finish. Side by side at the line all the way to the end. Ward pushing Harper all kinds of sideways. Think the finish might be under review. I don't know yet. But at the line. Try this one more time. That'll be the finish. Well, I will wait for the drivers to get in here. John Ward, Garrett Jenkins up here, broadcast booth. Do you got a copy?
I got you, Garrett.
Well, you gave it everything you had at the end. What more did you need?
I mean, I don't know. I backed up. We were going to try to pick Richard up at the end. Obviously, me and Aubrey's working together. We had a good run on them. I mean, I knew they was going to block. I was trying to get Steven. I was going to go high, but I knew they was protecting the high, so I tried to fake low, went high, and then I actually went low. I kind of tricked Aubrey, I think, in the meantime, but he finally got back to me, and I just gave it all I had there and tried to do what we can do. I knew we were beat for the win, but I was going to give it a shot anyway. We come up third there, so I ain't too mad about that.
Well, pit strategy became the name of the game tonight. Kind of a surprise there weren't no cautions tonight, or is it just one of them things where you have a few bad races, a lot of cautions, the field strategy don't get worked out, but then we'll have one like tonight.
Yeah, yeah. I always say a good race ain't caution free. I always like at least one or two yellows makes a good race.
Sound like
But
about
we
like
didn't
me.
have any yellows. I mean, a lot of people like no yellows. They say it's a clean race. But once we got to pit stops, it spread out so bad that it was going to be hard for a yellow to come out. So if you were key on them pit stops, you were going to be really good there.
Well, buddy, a hell of a night for Dega Pros. The last question I got before I let you head out of here tonight and collect your money at the teller's booth. Is there anybody you want to thank, friends, family, sponsors, etc.? The floor is yours.
Yeah, first I want to thank Kenny McCullough, him and Josh, his son there, for doing everything they do, but getting the flyers, trying to get these drivers in there and getting the broadcast and everything. And nobody was wanting to race, and they stuck in there and got a good turnout. So I want to thank them. I want to thank you for the broadcast, Garrett. You always do a good job. I can't wait to watch it. And I want to thank Dega Pros, everybody a part of it. Even though my teammates wasn't, one of them up there, but they wasn't too many around. I want to thank them for coming out every night and just racing, being competitive and trying and going forward and just doing good.
All right, buddy. At the end of the night, John Ward will come home third. He'll turn his attention closer to the PGR 500 coming up February 2nd through the 8th. Appreciate your time, buddy. Hell of a job.
Thank you, Garrett. Yep, I can't wait for that 500, man.
Neither can I. Matter of fact, I got to get my registration in.
Good luck.
Thank you, buddy.
Yes, sir.
While we wait for Malik Ray and others to come in, we'll go through the race results. And at the end of it, Malik Ray, Nathan Harper, John Ward, your podium finishers for tonight. Stephen Miles, Aubrey Thompson, Trevor Asbrook, Joe Herrera, Justin Millicar, Kevin McCullough, Tucker McClinton, Carson Freeman, Sean Corbett, Richard Elliott, Mark Von Dale, William H. Scott, Flanagan, Waring, and Barksdale, the top 18. Steve Sizemore, Corey Wright will finish tonight 19th and 20th. Joshua McCullough did not start, have all lights. He was race control for tonight. Give him a couple more minutes here. Well, all right then. Take one more look here. But it not appear Malik Ray or Nathan Harper will be available for an interview tonight. So, and that being said, appreciate everybody watching. Broadcast tomorrow night on the Inspired Racing League YouTube channel. Tuesday, no broadcast. Then we'll be right back on PGR with MMS. On Wednesday, HGR Thursday. The Truax Truck Series live on the Raging Idiot Racing Network. Then right back to PGR that same night for Talladega on Friday. Until then, appreciate everybody watching. Congratulations again to my Elite Ray are in order. And I will see everybody tomorrow night. Until then, take it easy. Have a good one.